Up till now, we've shown you a lot of what we have done while we were in Jerez, the places that we ate, and where we love. The little bit of architecture that we have shown so far has been limited. The history we have shown, minimal. In this episode, though, we will go into more detail about the lush history of this small town. Now, we will show you the reason this town is so visually stunning. We will also finally show you El Jardin and why it is such a great meeting place, and why this town holds a special place in the hearts of all who visit. Jerez was officially founded in 1570 and named after Jerez de la Frontera, a city in southwest Spain known for its agriculture, particularly its wines, and more specifically, its sherry. So too, Jerez is mostly known for its lush agriculture, since even today this city's economy is based mostly on its crops. And like the fine wine that it is named for, this beautiful little town just gets better with age. While the town was originally named Jerez, in 1952 it received the appendage of de Garcia Salinas in honor of Francisco Garcia Salinas, a local politician who did a lot of good for this small town. A portrait of him is hung in a PRESIDENCIA, or the town hall. For now, though, let's take this little adventure to the very center of town in El Jardin Rafael País, or simply El Jardin. Once the site of the old market in town, now it is full of people playing dominoes, bands playing traditional music, fountains, trees, and park benches to sit and watch the day go by. This park is spotted with many different statues and fountains and surrounded by a beautifully ornate wrought iron fence. At the very center of this park is a beautiful split-level Moorish gazebo where bands would play above and people would play dominoes down below. At this time, though, they're restoring this park to its once former glory. But for now, many of the fountains are turned off and the gazebo is closed off. Even though with this temporary closure, it doesn't take much away from the tranquility that you enjoy from this little park, El Jardin.
Just across the street from El Jardin is La Presidencia. This government building was built between 1730 and 1745. It used to be simply a two-story mansion, but it was eventually turned into the Palacio Municipal, or Municipal Palace. It features a sandstone Baroque facade which was remodeled in the 1990s but still kept the original facade preserved. This palace encircles a garden courtyard that is open to walk through.
From when we started off, no, we're just like, think it's time to call it quit. Think it's time to call.
Even through time and construction, they have kept the original sandstone steps that have been worn slightly over the years. It is up these steps that you find the most honored Jerezanos.
Loving you was such a bliss. That is something I will miss.
Francisco Garcia Salinas, who we recently discussed.
Feel for one more kiss. Loving you was such a bliss, bliss, bliss. When I'm talking.
Candelario Huizar, a famous Mexican music composer in the early part of the 20th century, and Ramón López Velarde, a Mexican poet whose work was so revered around Mexico he was considered Mexico's national poet, who wrote works like A fuerza de quererte me he convertido, amor, en alma en pena. ¿Por qué, jusante mía, si mi pasión de ayer está ya muerta, y en tu rostro se anuncian los estragos de la vejez tímida que se acerca? Tu boca es aún invitación al beso como la fue en lejanas primaveras. Es que mi desencanto nada puede contra mi condición de ánima en pena. Si a pesar de tus párpados exangües y las blancuras de tu faz anémica, aún se tienen tus labios con el color sangriento de las fresas. A fuerza de quererte me he convertido, amor, en alma en pena, y con el candor angélico de tu alma seré una sombra eterna. And finally, as you make your way around the second floor, which overlooks the center courtyard, and allows you to loop around the second set of steps to return to the front entrance.
After leaving El Presidencia, you can continue walking around the corner and take in a few sights along the way.
So this is the school, remember Hank that was telling us?
Yeah. So what about the school?
It's just a school, it's not in service anymore, I think. It's out of service, but people went to school there. I think sometimes they open it when it's like part of, maybe like, this is the town's called La Gavia, and people from there are very light skinned and have colored eyes. And so when I said, you could always say that you're from there because people from there look like they're Americans. Like my mom, growing up when I would go to school here, everybody thought that either she was from there or she was a gringa.
I thought that said salsa.
So this is a funeral home.
Funeral home. In case you were wondering.
Look at the doors. Teatro Hinojosa.
What's that
The
mean?
H is silent.
Teatro Hinojosa, or Hinojosa Theatre, was built in the late 1800s. The exterior of the theater is formed in a way that pleases the eye of any perfectionist, in that the windows and doors of the upper balcony and lower level match in location and number, forming an eye-pleasing symmetry of 3-5-3. That is almost a visual haiku. The Moorish arches at the entrance welcomes you into the front of the theater. where you find a modest foyer illuminated by the original oil lamp chandeliers that have been modified to incandescent lights. The interior of the theater proper, boasting amazing acoustics, has 3 levels. One section of floor seats and 2 upper levels, including a balcony and plenty of box seats. The story goes that for whatever performance is played in this theater, there is one box in the front stage left that is always left open for the sitting mayor of Jerez to fill as he sees fit. In the early part of the 1900s, though, there was a period of political unrest that led to the burning of this very theater, but since then has been restored to its once former glory. It is amazing to think about the work that went into this back then, about 100 years ago, without all the modern conveniences of the tools and vehicles that we have today. As always, thank you for watching, and if you liked what you saw, or even if you didn't, feel free to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Also, leave a comment, say hi, and join us next episode for our epic conclusion to Jerez.